Hey everybody, this is Mr. McKee with CTI-110. I want to go ahead and show you guys how to install your web server on your USB drive or your external hard drive, either one. And I have got a very old thumb drive, probably a USB 2.0 that I've had for several years. Let me just take off my tape. Alright, well it's 64 gigabytes, USB 2.0. So it shouldn't be that fast, but I'll show you guys about how long it's going to take to install. Alright, so go ahead and put that in my computer. Alright, comes up, and now I want to show you guys. This is probably the best practice. Alright, you see how mine's the W drive? I've already specified that as being the W drive, but what you want to do first to make that happen, and I'll show you why in a second. Alright, so if I type in disk management, there, create and format hard drives, let that work for a second. Disk management will pop up, which there it is right there. Alright, so right here, more than likely, this is my thumb drive, I can tell. 58 gigabytes. Alright. It is the W drive, but in the beginning, now I'm right-clicking the drive that I want to change the drive letter. It was originally the E drive. All right, so kind of like that. All right, started out as that. Wasn't named. I went ahead and named it. Right-click, click Properties. I just named it my initials, web server. Okay, it really doesn't matter about that. And actually use space on it, 689 megabytes. I'm going to go ahead and right click it, format it, do a quick format. Alright, let's do its thing. Should take a minute or two. Okay, so it was done reformatting. Let me get it back up here. Alright, now when I go to properties, alright, now it's only taking up 100 megabytes. Alright, so that's better. So that's ready to go. Name my web server. Alright, now the problem with leaving it as the E drive, when you first put it in a computer, if you already have an E drive taken up, you're going to get errors on your web server. So what I did, I went with W. Hopefully you don't have that many. They go in alphabetical order, so hopefully you don't get all the way down to the W drive, have that many hard drives. Alright, if you do, just change it to an unused hard drive letter. Alright, so I'm going to right click, change drive letter, click change. In W, web server kind of like makes sense to me, so made it W. Make sure you're doing this on a drive that is empty, and back up all, save all your documents on there because you're going to lose them. Alright, so now I see NTM, web serve, W drive. Alright, good to go. Close down disk management. Alright, so I'm at the mikeokane.com website. I'm in the textbooks, web tech, folder, support.php, and I actually put this link on week 2 Moodle, so you have a link to that. Okay, what you want to do, go ahead and click the webtech.zip link right here under installing your web server, and it says 4th edition. We're using the 3rd edition. That's fine. Alright, click webtech. It starts to install. It's already done, installed. Click on installation instructions for Windows. Bring that up, and we're kind of going to vary this some. Alright, so first decide whether you want to install your web server. We're going to install that on the W drive, on our thumb drive. Alright, so ready to install Apache Friends and install, and you can click Xampp for Windows button on that website. Alright, so I want to go ahead and click the Apache Friends link. Alright, comes up and shows this page. Alright, download. More than likely, I think everybody's going to be using Windows. You could use Linux or the iOS, but I'm going to click Windows. Alright, installs an executable file, or downloads an executable file rather. Alright, and as soon as that's done downloading, I'm going to click start that, click yes. Let me just see what happens. Alright, so warning, because we have UAC on the system, click OK, that's fine. Doesn't really matter for what we're doing. Alright, the setup for the Xampp comes up, click next. You can uncheck everything but the server, MySQL. I'm going to leave all this stuff on here. It's not that big, and some of the stuff you may want to use in the future. What we do need, we need PHP, we need Apache, we need MySQL. Alright. And I guess PHP, I haven't used that. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and leave all the defaults checked right here. Click next. Alright, so installation folder, I am going to install that. Actually, one thing to do before that, I'm going to create a folder on my W drive and name it Xampp. So let me get my W drive back up. Alright. So I'm going to right click, click new folder, SAMPP. If you don't do that, it's going to say that this hard drive is not empty, which actually it is. Alright, but got the folder, click the browse button, go down here to W drive, and click the Xampp folder, click OK. Alright, now looks good to go. Learn more about Bitnami for Xampp, uncheck that. Alright, setup is now ready to install Xampp. Alright, click next, and now we just wait and let it install the Xampp on our thumb drive. Alright, so I paused the video for probably about 10 minutes. Took a little bit of time to install, but now I'm at the complete the Xampp setup wizard finish page. Do you want to start the control panel now? I'm gonna leave that checked and just show you guys what happens. Alright, I'm gonna do it in English. I guess that's German. Alright, so problem detected. Alright, some issues right there. Right down here. Port 443 is in use by VMware Workstation. Alright, Apache will not start without the configured ports free. Alright, so what we need to do is, first thing is go into Apache, click on config. I'm going to come in here and just look at this thing. Alright, so my server root is the W drive Xampp Apache folder. Alright, it's listing on port 80. If you guys have any problems with it using port 80, I know a fix for that. You can make it port 81 or port 8080, but leave it where it is for now. Let me just scroll down real quick. Alright, document root. Alright, right here, W drive Xampp folder and then htdocs subfolder. That's where you're actually going to put all your files. Alright, so that's fine. There's a whole bunch of stuff here. Just be careful when you're in here. Alright. Save that. Alright. Now what we need to do though, click config again, and where it says httpd -ssl.conf or for config, go ahead and click that. And now we need to go down, and where it says listen 443, do a pound or a hashtag. hashtag that out. Alright, and that should get rid of that error. Alright, I don't know if the instructions actually say that, so I'm going to show you guys. Alright, so that's good to go. Go ahead and click File, Save. Alright, go back out. Now if we click Start again, we're probably going to get an error. Nope, we're good. So if you guys don't get a green fill behind the Apache module name, it's not working. But now we see that port AB is working, so we're good to go. Alright, attempted to start Apache app, status change detected, running. Alright, so we're good with that. Alright, and now I'm going to skip back over to the instructions. If I can find them. Alright, so let me do this. Alright, so go ahead and you can leave the control panel up if you'd like, and go to the mycocaine.com website. You should have already been to this site. Go to textbooks and then WebTech, and let's see, click on students, and just to make sure I get you guys to download the right thing, click here for student support for the 3rd edition. Alright. Actually, you know what? Let's go back and let's click. Oh, I already had you guys. Make sure you download webtech.zip, which I already have it downloaded. And what you're going to do is, let me go here. Bring this Word document up real quick. Alright, so we've installed the web server. We've done everything we need to do with that. Let's skip down through this. Some of this stuff's a little bit older. If you do it the way I did it, you'll be fine. Alright. Well, let's try this. Alright, scroll down through here. Alright, so what we want to do is we're adding the textbook files and folders to your web server. Alright, we've already downloaded the webtech.zip from the textbook website. Alright, and which is right there. We're going to unzip the webtech.zip file and obtain a folder named webtech. Alright, and the webtech folder should be located at, and now this C drive is kind of misleading, that's going to be our W drive. But we're going to have it in the Xampp parent folder, htdocs subfolder, and in the webtech subfolder. So copy it into webtech. Alright. Or actually you're going to make a webtech folder and copy the whole thing. Alright, so let me get this thing up. W drive. Alright, so we have Xampp up already. htdocs right there. Alright, and we're going to get the webtech folder. There's no webtech folder here currently. Alright, so I'm going to open up another file folder. File Explorer folder rather. Alright. Go into my downloads. I downloaded webtech right there. Alright, webtech folder. I'm just going to copy it and I'm going to paste it. Alright, might take a while 1,255 items are being copied. All right, so that took about 5 minutes to copy that folder. So make sure you have a WebTech folder, which is inside the htdocs folder. All right, now if I click on WebTech, what we're going to see in here is code samples of HTML and PHP documents, and coursework, chapter 1 through chapter 15, some other stuff. All right. So looking in there, I've got some stuff. Now to verify that we have a web server running, let's do this first. Let's go ahead, open up a web browser. All right, got my old Google up here. All right, so we can either type in 127.0.0.1, which is our local host, and it shows us, okay, we have a Xampp, Apache, MariaDB, PHP, and Perl system running. All right, this is showing us for a fact it's running. All right, and if we go, let's click applications, click through there just to see what it has. All right, it shows us information about our PHP stuff, Apache environment, things like that. Probably won't need that in the class, but it's cool to look at if you have a couple minutes. All right, so we got that working. Now if we go back to, this is our htdocs home. All right, it goes to dashboard, but let's look in here. htdocs. All right, it's pointing to the dashboard right there, which this index HTML page is the same as this page we're looking at. All right, so if we were to go in here and type in WebTech, all right, that brings us up to this page, which is showing us WebTech, this index page. The index.html page is more than likely going to be your default page. See how this would be the same thing as index.html. All right, put that in, same thing. Take it out. It's defaulting to it's looking for a file index.html. All right. Now the only thing we could probably try, we know our HTML is working, but we don't know for sure if our PHP is working. Let's look down through here. All right, coursework, samples. Let's go to chapter 1. Well, actually, let's go to something cool. Chapter 2, no, I'm looking for a PHP document. Those are all text. There's some PHP documents in chapter 5. So let's go coursework. Oh, there it is right there. Run files in coursework folder. That makes it way easier. All right, so chapter 5. All right, so if we click on these PHP documents, it's going to run the PHP document. Now, whether or not it's going to come up, it's another story. All right. So this shows us our PHP. Of course, these all have issues. That's why they're in this folder. But this shows us that the PHP document is running. Because if it wasn't running, this is what you're going to get if your web server is not running, and you just simply click on a PHP document. All right. Let's click on this travel. All right. And let's edit it with Notepad++. Alright, this is what you're going to see. See how you have the PHP tag in here? If you run that through a web server, so that's travel.php. This page is the same thing as this page, but now if I do view page source, you don't see this. You see everything but the PHP tag, because that PHP tag runs on the server side. So the client, which this is on the client side, you'll never see that. All right. So you see everything in this comment, that's still in there. Everything's in there except for your PHP tag would be after the travel to Rome. See how it's already been executed on the server, so it doesn't show it anything, which it's not completed anyways. But that just shows you a little bit of stuff about the web server. I didn't want to go into too much detail. I just want to make sure for now, download your web server, set up your web tech folder, go through here, make sure you can go to I believe localhost. If you type in localhost also, that works. Localhost and 127.0.0.1 is the same. That's just pointing to your local machine, and it knows on your local machine port 80 is being run by that web server. Alright, and that's about it. If you guys have any questions, we're going to do this on Wednesday during class, so if you have any problems then, let me know. One other thing you want to do though, before you shut down your Xampp, make sure you stop all the services are running. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and stop that. Status change detected, stop. Okay, now I can go ahead and quit. Alright, good to go. Hopefully you guys don't have any issues. If you do, we'll go through it on Wednesday. Alright, thanks for watching.